Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Mackay Showgrounds for the grand final in the A grade between Western Suburbs and Carltons. Now we see the Western Suburbs supporters coming on the field. I see President Mr. Jack Webster standing in the middle of the field. The car over on the far side with the Tiger up in front. Payload full of balloons with the West official cheer squad on a trailer in the back. They expected a big game here today. Last time that these two sides met was back in 1968. Carlton's won the premiership that year in the A grade by defeating Wests, and that is the last time that they have ever played in a A grade grand final here in Mackay. West's last premiership was in 1969, and they beat Souths. And by some strange coincidence, Ken Weir, who's coaching Carlton today, was then coach of Souths. West came out victors in that game. West also had a A-grade grand finalists in 1971, but were defeated. Expecting a big game from the A-grade players here today. The Western Suburb side to take the field today will be Tommy O'Landis will play at fullback. Peter Bartlow and Gordon Walters will be the wingers. Peter McFarlane and Graham Walker are the centres. Gordon Simpson will play at 5'8". Graham Hurley halfback. Rod Zebath at 5'8". Ian Long and Laurie Aslett second row. Les Scott, Brian McCall and Frank Baker will be the front rowers. Reserves will be Darcy Matthews, Glenn Hogan, Tommy Fisher and John Burns. Big disappointment in the West camp in the fact that two of our top A-grade players are unable to take the field today because of injuries. That's hard-running and hard-defending second rower Neil Rogers, who was injured earlier in the season, and Paul Barfield, who broke a leg in the finals last week against Serena. Due to that, there's been a little bit of a reshuffle in the side. Gordon Simpson normally playing at lock has gone back to 5'8", and Graham Hurley will come up and play halfback, replacing the injured Barfield. Last weekend, here comes an aeroplane over the field. The aeroplane about passing over the field. Circling the field. Western Suburbs this year, all grades sponsored by Croakers. Croakers have put in a big effort into the Western Suburbs side this year. A few balloons being released across the paddock. I was saying earlier, West expecting big things today from Gordon Simpson. Scored 21 points on his own last week in the final when West beat Serena 33 points to 12. Gordon Simpson 22 individual points, coming from 2 tries, 7 goals and a field goal. Brought his total to 126 for the season and makes him the top point scorer in the A-grade competition. Nearest runner-up is Ken Barb, who plays on the wing for Carltons, and he's on 124 points. The cavalcade's moving off on the far side of the field as the aeroplane comes across the field again. Coming in low this time. Aeroplane coming in low across the oval. And driving the black and gold. Black and gold streamers. Money boxes and footballs. Black and gold ping pongs. Ping pong balls. All this has been brought by kind courtesy of Croakers. Croakers, sponsors of the Western Suburbs football sides this year. Sponsored all grades, right from the 17s through to the A grade. Should be quite happy with their sponsorship. The 17s and the reserve grade both played in the finals. The under-19s and A-graders both made the grand finals. The under-19s today have taken out the grand final by 13 points to 10. Beat Brothers by 13 points to 10. In the earlier grades, Serena under 17s took out their grand final, and reserve graders also Serena. She's been an all-country premiership so far this year. Crocus Tigers hoping to take out the A grade this year to make it an all-country affair. See the cavalcade moving around now. The old Tiger up the front of the motor car. Got the dummy in the Carlton outfit, giving him a rough time. Making sure he shows him to the Carlton supporters. Televising it too. Serena reserve graders doing their lap of honour, getting mixed up in the West celebration. Big cheer for the Serena reserve graders. Played a good game to pull the game out. 19 points to 17 to score in that grade. Black and gold car with the Tiger up top. Jeff Scott, he's giving that little devil some. I see signs around the ground. Tigers will give Devils hell on earth today. Let's give Carlton's the big A. Bit of an altercation between the Devil and the Tiger. West cheer squad on the trailer. Behind the big payloader. All by courtesy of Croakers. West cheer squad. Also, a few of the boys from Junior League giving them a hand out as part of the official cheer squad. These girls have bung on a good turn today. Help support the under-19s into a premiership. Singing their war cries as they go along. Plenty of support from the Tigers Curly Bell. Likes of this has never been seen before at the Mackay Showgrounds. Top display by Croakers today. Sure West President Mr. Jack Webster will be very impressed. Children certainly think it's great. I've never seen anything like this before. See the cheer squad, couple holding up Tigers. Will be officially moved into their stand. We'll be there to urge the boys on today. Singing their war chant now, we're the mighty Tigers. Policemen entering onto the field now, trying to clear the children. Never been anything like this before at Mackay Showgrounds. I'm sure if this is what Croakers and West can do, most of the patrons of Mackay Rugby League were wishing they could make the grand final every year. All the balloons being released now, floating back across the grandstand, across the crowd, all black and gold. Black and gold balloons everywhere. Quite windy conditions here today. Blowing them right back across the spectators. Many black and gold jumpers, black and gold shirts here today. Carlton's players are on the field at the moment as the West cheer girls line up to cheer the West players on. Glenn Hogan out there with the two mascots. Both in full West colours. Terrific atmosphere here today. Terrific atmosphere. West cheer girls put in a lot of effort here for this today. Been in training. Get their routines together. Michael Simpson and Michael, he's holding the tiger for the West boys to run through. The West team has been let out by West two injured players, Paulie Barfield and Neil Rogers. It's a great gesture. Now we see the West players take the field, kicking the orange and gold, the black and gold footballs up into the crowd. Frank Baker warming up, Gordon Simpson, Gordon Walters, Rod Bar could have a big defensive game today. Defensive highlight of his game. Everybody be expecting a big defensive effort. Referee having a talk to captains of both sides, tossing the coin, wishing them both the best of luck while the linesmen inspect the tags. Referee for today, Mr. Barry Gomersall, one of North Queensland's top referee, handling the game here today. Linesman Mr. Butler and Mr. Whalen. I think Mr. Gomersall is laying down the law. I see him pointing towards the dressing shed. I think he's making it pretty plain to these players that any nonsense should be a quick shower. Western Suburbs flying in, ball on the field. Big team for Tommy O'Landys. Number 2. 3 Peter McFarlane. 4 Midget Walker. 5 Graham Walters. Number 6 Gordon Simpson. Graham Hurley, captain coach number 7. Number 8 Roddy Ziva. Number 9, number 10 Ian Long. Number 9 Laurie Aslett. Number 11, Les Scott. 12, Brian McCall. Number 30, Craig Lager. Looks as though West are to kick off. Referee Gomersall rules play on as Simpson kicks deep into Carlton's territory. Picked up by, that'll be the centre Dempsey on their own 25-yard line. Plays it back to his centre partner Coombs. Pounced on by the Western Suburbs forwards, Scott and McCall. This defence to go. I think that'll be Gill. Defence go. On a Bicky. Out to Rollins. Right round the bootlaces goes Frank Baker. Over the top, Laurie Hazlitt. That was Stewart. It's a kick through by Carlton's. Tommy O'Landy's racing to get to it. Picked up beautifully by Peter Bartlow, though. Swarmed by Sawney, the 5'8" for Carlton's. Back to Walters. Mr. Gomersall pinch Carlton being up inside the 5 yards. I feel he will insist pretty heavy on this today. Last time when Carlton's and West met, the Carlton's backs were offside all day, blotting out the effective attack of the Western Suburbs forwards, the Western Suburbs back line. Gordon Simpson takes that kick for line and finds touch. About 2 yards inside West territory as Butch McCall takes a quick tap and Ian Long takes it up over the halfway line. About 5 metres inside Carlton's territory. Back to Butch McCall. Tries to go on his own. He's swarmed on by the Carlton forwards. Ian Long into dummy half. Out to Hurley. On Hazlitt.
Back him up.
Hazlitt takes 3 or 4 defenders to pull him down. Eventually wrestles again. He's about a yard inside his own territory. Back to Hurley. On to Scott. Good run from Scott. Taking it up hard. He's about 3 yards on Carlton side of halfway. McCall into dummy half. On to Hurley. Hurley kicking for the line. Over Guy. No. Geiger fumbles it. Knocks backward though. Ruled the referee. Runs straight into Walters. Walters wraps him up. Ball and all. Panola into dummy half. Walters kicks the ball through. And into touch. Right on the 25-yard line in Carlton's territory. Only a couple of minutes of play gone. First scrum of the match. Referee Gomersall having a yard of both front rowers. Going to tell him exactly what he wants. Scrum goes down. Bicky's ball in. It's out Carlton's way. Bicky tries to break up the side of the scrum. Nicely tackled by his opposite number, Hurley. This is Avencio. On to Gill. Long pass out to Geiger. Confronted by Walters. Larry has it to give him a hand. Eventually push him back a couple of yards before they eventually tackle him. Avencio into dummy half. And the ball goes into touch again. It's a scrum to form. It's about halfway between the 25 and halfway line in Carlton's territory. Carlton's half Becky will feed the scrum. Bicky's ball in. Out West way. Hurley on to Walters. Walters trying to get round Geiger. Eventually tackle though. Hurley back into dummy half. On to Frank Baker. He'll take it up hard to him. Bumps off one defender. Eventually wrapped up by the other two front rows, Gill and Sutherland. But play the ball back to McCall. On to Hurley. At to Simpson. Scott running close. Good tackle around his bootlaces by Carlton's 5'8" Sawney. This is McCall. On a long, fumbles the ball. Tries to go back up the middle. By McCall to dummy half. Hurley. Switch of play to Walker. Walker confronted by Carlton's lock, Truscott. Back to Simpson. High kick up in the air. It's anybody's ball. Free kick to Carlton's. Brian McCall being ruled he was in front of that player that kicked the ball. These sides have met 4 times so far this year. West have won 2, lost 1, and played an 8-all draw in that Memorial game out at Marion. This is Geiger, takes the tap onto Sutherland. Takes it up almost to the halfway line. Baker right round his legs. Scott and Long to give him a hand. This is Sawney. On a Gill running wide in the backs. Gordon Simpson, good tackle around his leg. Midget Walker over the top. Levensko on to Rowlands. Out to Geiger. They're going to work this bloke today. Beautifully tackled by Gordon Wattles on the halfway line. That was Coombs on a Truscott. That was good defence from Scott. He knows he's been tackled, that boy. This is Gill. Kicking for the line. Out on the full. Out on the full. Have a scrum right in centre field.
When you're hot, when you're not, you're not.
Scrum to form right in centre field. Play only been going for 5 minutes. Serena's ball in. Bicky comes away with it for Serena. They lose one defender straight into Carlton. Straight into Simpson. Bicky again plays the ball forward. Tackle by Lockboard Zeba. Sawney on to the bench, go out to Gill, back into Rowland, back into Gill. Good tackle from Hazlitt. Panola on to Stewart. Out to Coombs. Plenty of Tiger jumpers there. Levensko to Sawney on a Gill. Right back where he came from. 5 tackles gone for Carlton's. This is Sawney. Out to Barber. Beautifully taken by Tommy Orlando behind his old goal line. Tries to run it out. Just makes the field of play. Scott in the dummy half. Scott takes the ball up. That's how front row forwards work. Back into McCall. On to Hurley. Out to Bartlow. Brian McCall back in the dummy half. On Ian Long. Good strong run from the second row. Up over the 25-yard line. That was a good run from Ian Long. This is McCall. On to Hurley. To Simpson. To Walker. Oh. Loose pass picked up by McFarlane. McFarlane sees open space. Truscott comes across with a swinging arm and misses. Peter McFarlane into dummy half. Goes on his own from dummy half. 6 more tackles drilled, referee Gomersall, as Walters comes up with the ball for West. Truscott's injured for Carlton's, limping back. Simpson dummy half on to Frank Baker. He takes it up, that's a good run. West front row forwards know their job. This is McCall on to Hurley. At the Simpson. That's Hazlitt. Tackle right on the 25-yard line, still in West territory. Carlton's locked Truscott down, getting attention. This is Simpson on a long. Knock on rule, referee Gomersall. Scrum to form. About 30 metres out from the West try line. Truscott's okay, back up on his feet again. Came across with a swinging arm on Gordon Walters, came out second best. Scrum down. Hurley comes away with it for West, going down the blind side. Back into Peter Bartlow. He wrapped up by his opposite number, Barber. McCall on to Hurley, out to Simpson. On to Scott running in amongst the backs. Looking for support, stand in the tackle. Nicely pulled down right on the 10-metre line, still in West territory. McCall to Simpson. On a Long. Long goes back up the middle of the pack. Gains a good 5 metres before he eventually rests the ground, but loses the ball. Carlton's come up with the ball on their hook at Levensko. This is Sutherland. Good tackle from Scott, brings him down 10 metres inside West territory. Levensko on a Gill. Looking to switch play. Comes back into the pack. Frank Baker and Scott West, 2 front rows, put him on the ground. This is Sawney to Bicky. Out to Rowlands. Oh, Panola coming through, trying to get into the movement and runs into his own player. Eventually Roddy Zebar pulls Rollins to ground. This is Bicky on to Sawney. Out to Dempsey. Unloads, or knock on. Gordon Wallace comes up with the ball for West. Graham Walker knocked backward. Referee Gomersall as Graham Walker picks the ball up. Goes hard down the try line. Ball loose on the ground. Graham Walker picked it up. Referee ruled knock back. This is Scott. Loses the ball in the tackle. Referee Gomersall getting back out of the road as Sutherland comes up with it for Carlton. Takes across field by Hurley. Good tackle round the leg, Simpson. Stavensico. On to Rollins. Out to Panola. Nowhere for him to go. He's pulled down right on the halfway line by lock forward Zebar. It's Barber. On to Bicky. Bicky's knocked on. Scrum to form. About 3 yards inside Carlton's territory. Carlton's half. Bicky will feed the scrum. Carlton's back stand up very flat. Bicky comes away the ball for Carlton's. Split down this side. Oh, Simpson underneath and Rod Zebar the lock forward over the top. This is Sawney into dummy half. On to Davensko. Switches it to Truscott. Close pass to Coombs. It eventually tackled by second rower Aslett. It's Davensko. Out to Rollins, down the blind side. Peter McFarlane round his legs and Les Scott over the top. This is Stewart. On to Sawney. Kicks over the top. Bad bounce to Tommy O'Landers, but he picks it up beautifully. Runs the ball back up over his own 25. Tried to be dumped heavy, but got out of that okay. This is Hurley on to Scott. Back into McCall. On to Hurley. To Simpson to Peter McFarlane. Gets round his opposite number out to Peter Bartlow. Bartlow up over the halfway line. Looking back inside. Steps around Barber. Oh. Taken by Panola, who comes up with the ball and knocks it on. Good work by Carlton's fullback Colin Panola. Came up with the ball. Good break by West End. Peter McFarlane made the initial break and gave the ball to his winger with plenty of room to move. Beat 3 or 4 defenders and gaining a good 30 metres for West. Vicky's ball into the scrum. Referee Gomersall not happy, straight out. We'll re-scrum it. About 30 metres out from Carlton's try line. About 13 minutes gone in play. Ball out Westway, Hurley. Oh, back pass to centre, picked up by McFarlane in the drop though. Steps away from the goal. Tommy O'Landers. West won that scrum. West won that scrum on about 30 metres out from the Carlton try line. Hurley passed the ball. I think it was met for Simpson. Went over Simpson's head. Peter McFarlane picked it up virtually in the gap. Ran through the fullback. Tommy O'Landers, West fullback, backing up inside to take the final pass and score a good team try for West. There's about 14 minutes gone in the first half. West leading 3-0. This is what the Tiger supporters want. Carlton's are lucky to beat West in the semi-final. 2 dead lucky tries. Never see them again. Gordon Simpson adds another 10 points to his tally. 128 points for the season for this man alone.
Come on, you Tigers! Suck it to 'em! Time off! Blow the whistle!
Barber to resume play. After that top try by Tommy O'Landers, which is duly converted by Gordon Simpson. Kicks the ball deep into West territory. Picked up by West winger Bartlow. Runs the ball up. Beats one defender, eventually wrapped up by Rowland. Almost to the 25-yard line, still in West Territory. Brian McCall, West hooker into dummy half, onto Islandis, out to Long. Long will take it up over the 25-yard line. I think these Carlton boys are going to have their time cut out containing these West forwards today. This is McCall. Bit of a fumble. Knocked back rule referee Gomersall. McCall got no option but go on his own. Gains a valuable couple of yards. Frank Baker into dummy half. On to Hurley. Out to Simpson to McFarlane. McFarlane to Walker. Walker's pulled down by Carlton's front row, Butch Sutherland. Bartlow into dummy half. On to Zebard. To Simpson. Leslie Scott running hard. Oh, straight into the Carlton forward pack. Brian McCall into dummy half. They're going to kick the ball. Gordon Simpson wandering downfield. Picked by Hurley. Barbers knocked the ball on. First have got this play. Gordon Simpson normally at lock. Will wander downfield. Offside when you know there's going to be a kick over the top. West ball. This is Simpson. Half break by Simpson. Oh. Walker knocks on for West. Carlton's come up with the ball. That's Panola, Carlton fullback. That's the centre Coombs. 10 metres inside West Territory. Panola into dummy half. Rowland's calling the ball. Free kick. Big kick to Carlton. Interference while he's playing the ball.
Come on!
Carlton take the ball up in Butch Sutherland, the front row forward. This is Geiger, winger. Tries to go from dummy half. Scott right round his legs and Long over the top. This is Vensko. On to Bicky, running backwards. Bit of a gap there. Closed very rapidly though. That was Gill. Long and Baker the defenders. Vensko. On to Rowland. Shows him the ball. Not falling for that though. Gordon Simpson right round his leg. Sorry, Rod Zebath the lock forward. Vensko. On to Gill. Out to Coombs. Beats a couple of defenders. And Long wraps him up, ball and all though. Sorry, that was Dempsey. This is Vensko charging for the line. 5 tackles gone. This is Stewart into dummy half. Long pass back to Bicky. Beautifully gathered by Bicky. Oh, good work, Frank Baker. Had Bicky wrapped up. He unloaded to Butch Sutherland. Frank Baker just let him go and grab Butch Sutherland right round the legs. Scrum to form. They're about 15 yards out from the west try line. Hurley's ball in, out west way. On to lock forward Zebar. Back to Hurley. This is Long. Good settling run from Long. Brian McCall back in the dummy half. Goes on his own from dummy half. This is Long. On to Frank Baker. Good break by Frank Baker. Frank Baker, one of the heroes of this side. This is Brian McCall on to Hurley to Simpson. Misses out. Scott to McFarlane. Wrapped up by Carlton's front rower, Butch Sutherland. This is Les Scott into dummy half. On to Golly Aslett. Wasn't really expected. Makes good work of it though. That's a good break from Aslett, right up to within 10 metres of the halfway line. 6 tackle rules, referee Gomersall. Score still 5-0 in the grand final. About halfway through the first half. Hurley's ball to the scrum, out west way. Referee Gomersall has pinched West halfback Hurley for feeding the second row. It's a free kick to Carlton's right on the 10-metre line in West Territory. Carlton front rower Gill to try and find touch. The kicking into the breeze, quite a strong breeze blowing here today, will be very difficult for the goal kickers. Simpson finds touch. He'll be a good 30 metres out from the west try line. This is Butch Sutherland taking it up. Good tackle right round the legs from Aslett. Cross got down, getting attention again for Carlton's. Zabensko, double round Bicky. On a Gill. Good tackle by Lockford Zebath, brings him to the ground. Stewart on a Bicky. Dummy from Bicky. Oh, that was good work by Bicky. Right round his legs though. That was a good tackle. That was Scott. This is Stewart to Rollins. Tries a double round and goes on his own. Plenty of defence there. Best defending there, only about 10 metres out from their own try line. This is Gill. Long pass to Bicky, to Sawney. Sawney stops. Pass it back to Panola, back to Bicky. Bit of a half break. Early wraps him up. 5 tackles gone for Carlton's. This is Dempsey into dummy half. On a Gill. Gill will try a field goal. Yes, 1 point to Carlton's.
One's better than 5.
Field goal to Carlton front row, Lindsay Gill. Carlton's now have points on the board. West leading 5-1. To be about 21 minutes gone in the first half. Gordon Simpson, West 5-8 will resume play for West. Simpson kicks off over the 25-yard line, picked up by Panola. Runs it up over the 25-yard line, runs straight into the defence. That was Bartlow. It was a good tackle by Bartlow, right round the legs of the big fella. This defence go on to Truscott. He's hurled to the ground by Long. This defence go back to Stewart. That's another good tackle. That's Frank Baker. This is Sawney. Out to Gill.
Give him heat. Give him heat.
Hazlitt and Long, the defenders. This is Bicky. Bicky kicks. Ball being chased by Walters. Trying to keep the ball in play and does. Walters are on the ball up. Good bit of thinking by Gordon Walters. Tackled by his opposite number, Geiger. There's Midget Walker. He run on his own to settle it.
Get organised.
Play now about 12 metres inside West Territory. This is Hurley looking to kick. Kicking for line. It's a good kick. It's a beautiful kick. Takes play right up over the 25-yard line in Carlton's territory. There's a scrum to form. About 21 metres out from the Carlton's try line. Score 5-1 in favour of West. Scrum down, Bicky's ball in. Out Carlton's way, picked up by Geiger. He's pounced on by Hurley. Devensko goes from dummy half. Hurley tackles him too. Bit of an altercation on the sideline between the Tiger and the Devil. Free kick to Carlton's. Long trying to pinch the ball in the tackle. Long doesn't agree with that. Gill finds touch. He's about 10 metres inside his own half. This is Sutherland. Takes it up almost to the halfway line. Good defence from Baker and Hazlitt. Devensko on a Bicky. This is Stewart. West forwards again. Long, Scott and Baker. Bicky on to Sawney. Sawney pops. Back to Bicky. Over the top to nobody. Picked up by Geiger. Trying to harass him into touch. Baker and McCall, the defenders. This is Rowlands on to Devensko. And Long grabs him. Wrestles him to the ground. Still about 3 metres inside Carlton's territory. Carlton's have lost ground actually, have not gained an inch. Ball stays in play. Good work by Gordon Walters. Good work. Come out and he shows him the ball. Things going right for West here today. Free kick to West. Free kick to West. But he uses the arm. Gill putting the punch into Orlandis. Free kick to West right on the 25-yard line in West Territory. West 5-8 Simpson to find touch. Finds touch. He's still about 5 yards inside their own territory. Brian McCall to take the tap, on Ian Long. Takes it up over the halfway line, straight into Gill. We tackle about 2 yards inside Carlton's half. This is McCall on a Hurley, double round by McCall. Back to, that's Aslett. Tackle by Sawney. This is Scott from dummy half. Lose the ball in the tackle to Stewart. Stewart comes away there for Carlton's. This defence go to Hooker. Rod Zeba right across in cover defence. Good work by the lock forward. It's Butch Sutherland. All in all tackle Ian Long. Frank Baker to give him a hand. Vince go into dummy half. Monabicky. Lick to Gill. This is Penola. Oh, right into his leg goes Laurie Aslett and over the top Rod Zeba. That was a good tackle by Aslett. This is Bicky on to Sawney. Sawney sees it back. Sawney through. Back to Tommy O'Leary. He's going to miss a foot. Finds it in Penola. Penola scores the Carlton right between the posts. Bit of an altercation. Barber and Hurley. Score now 5-4 in favour of Carlton's. Referee Gomersall has called timeout. Talking to Hurley. Sending Butch Sutherland back. One Carlton player injured behind play. There's a wall of players there. I couldn't pick up what happened. West Captain Coach Graham Hurley being spoken to. Apparently it's on a linesman's report. West Captain Coach Graham Hurley. The 7-pointer, I think that's the signal. I think the signal was that referee Gomersall has awarded a 7-pointer. This means that when Barber has had this attempted goal, he will get another shot from straight in front. I'm pretty sure that's what the signal was. Apparently it must have been for some altercation after the try was scored. Barber moves in, converts a try. Converts a try, now we'll get another 2 points. Throwing the arm in the tackle was referee's Gomersall rule. I'd say it must have been after the try was scored. Barber will attempt to add the extra 2. Score now 6-5 in favour of Carlton. Barber's kick was successful. Score 8-5 in favour of Carlton. This is the 1982 grand final. Simpson kicks off for West. Taken by Coombs. This is Sawney. On a Gill. Doubles around. Good crushing tackle. That's Frank Baker. That was a good defence from Frank Baker. Gordon Simpson to lend a hand. This is Stewart. On to Rowlands. The Butch Sutherland fumbles the ball but comes up with it. Takes play up to within 3 yards of the halfway line. Frank Baker the defender again. This is Stewart on a Gill. Back to Penola. They're going to use Penola today. He's beaten one defender and beautiful tackle by Hurley. But he has unloaded to Bicky. Bicky steps around and Tommy O'Landis nails him. That was good defence. Good defence from Tommy O'Landis. This is Gill. Damien goes on his own, pushes all forward and scores the goal. No try rule, referee Gomersall. Bounce the ball, no try. Referee Gomersall has ruled no try. Looks like Roddy Zebo right underneath him. No, sorry, Gordon Simpson that time. Getting him a bit confused. Gordon Simpson right underneath Gill. Force him to drop the ball. No try rules, referee Gomersall. First to tap on the 25-yard line. McCall Westhawker taps the ball to Baker. To Long. Long's almost split him. Plenty of Carlton defence there though. They play the ball back to McCall. On to Hurley. Back to Zebar. Good take by Zebar. Zebar's up halfway. Takes the ball up to within 8 yards of the halfway line. It was a good run from Roddy Zebar. Yeah. That's McCall to Hurley to Simpson. To Landy's on to Walker. Walker up over the halfway line. On to Peter McFarlane. Good break by Peter McFarlane. That was good work by the Westbacks. The Landys into dummy half. To Simpson. To Scott. Back to Baker. Baker looking for support. That's one Landys. On to Bartlow. Good break by Peter Bartlow. Linesman Whalen on the field. Linesman Andrew Whalen on the field. One West player on the ground. One West player on the ground. I think it might be Peter McFarlane. No, Peter McFarlane's there. Bartlow's there. Head-high tackle, rules the referee. And Lindsay Gill gets, I think it was 5 minutes. 5 minutes in the sin bin. West player still has not moved. I think it might have been the hooker. Brian McCall. No, he's okay too. Trying to pick up numbers. Tommy Orlandi's a fullback. Tommy Orlandi's still down, receiving attention from West Strapper Cold-Grosbridge. Be a blow if Tommy Orlandi's not able to take the field again. Early trying to muster his players away. Tommy Orlandi's on his feet. Still not well, but he is on his feet. Looks like he will play on. Simpson to take a shot at goal from this penalty. And about 10 minutes left in the first half. Gill in the sin bin for 5 of that. Points 8-5 in favour of Carlton. Gordon Simpson with 128 points for the season. Moves in to try and kick this penalty. A good looking kick. Yes! Another 2 points to Western, another 2 points to Simpson. That makes the score 7-8. Still in favour of Carlton. Barber to kick off for Carlton. After that penalty by Simpson. Barber kicks off, deep down into West Territory. Taken beautifully by Orlandi's. That's a good recovery by Tommy Orlandi's. Beats 2 defenders. Beats the 3rd defender. Truscott trying to get to him. Beats Truscott and takes it right up over the halfway line. Truscott should have had him on toast then. This is Baker in the dummy half, on to Hurley. Back to Long. Long takes it up hard. West want points now while Carlton's are still 1 man short. McCall on to Hurley, out to Simpson to Aslett, jumped heavily by Sawney, right on the halfway line, right in centre field. Brian McCall in the dummy half. On to Frank Baker, he'll take it up to him. Frank Baker gains a good 10 metres before he's eventually stopped. Not put the ground, mind you. McCall into dummy half. Linesman Andrew Whalen on the field again. Frank Baker will be pulled out for punching and receives 5 minutes in the sin bin. And receives 5 minutes in the sin bin. Was hit with an elbow by Davensko, retaliated. Davensko's still down. Frank Baker prowling like a caged lion over under the scoreboard.
Don't get sucked in, West.
Rowlands kicks for touch. Twice touch, 12 yards inside West Territory.
Oh, good one.
Both teams one man down now. This is Butch Sutherland. Takes it up. Golly has it right round his legs. This is Dempsey on to Rowlands, going to blind. He's on his own. Straight into Gordon Walters, wrestles him to the ground. Kick through by Walters, 6 more tackle drilled, referee. This is Geiger. Davensko. Bicky on to Sawney, looking for a Truscott. Straight into Ian Long. Bicky takes a shot at field goal, misses, chased by Gordon Walters, picked up behind his own try line. Tommy O'Landis has shown him to go the way to go, that way, boy, he said. O'Landis takes it up into the field of play. This is McCall. Gains a couple of yards from dummy half. Scott into dummy half. Still about 6 minutes of play remaining. The second half and the first half of this match. Scott takes the ball up. This is McCall. Goes from dummy half again, almost to the 25-yard line. Still in West Territory. This is Long. On to Hurley. To Simpson. A bit of an overlap. Out to Walker. Oh, good work. Walker with the support. Ball's been knocked on. Carlton's come up with the ball. Knocked back rule referee, Gomersall for Carlton's. Come up with the ball in Truscott. Panola. On to Dempsey. Tackle right on the 10-metre line. A call round the top. Good jarring tackle over the top by Scott. This is Sawney. On to Davensko. Out to Gill. Can't unload. Davensko to Sawney. Out to Stewart. To Panola up in the back line again. Again Laurie has it right round his legs. Sawney. To Rowlands. To Stewart. Goes back up the middle. Finds a break. Eventually wrapped up by Hurley and McFarlane right on the 25-yard line in West Territory. 5 tackles gone for Carlton's. This is Rowlands. Little kick over the top for Geiger. Picked up by Walters. He's eventually wrestled into touch. Giving Geiger a little clap for his effort. A bit of niggling play between the two wingers. Scrum to form in West Territory. Walters comes up with the ball. Beats one head-high tackle by Sawney. Eventually wrapped up by the second row of Stewart. This is McCall at dummy half, looking for a runner. He's Long. Stewart pinches the ball in the tackle. Walker round his legs and has it over the top. This is Sawney. Back to Dempsey. Dempsey into the line. Another try to Carlton. Scored by Stano wearing number 4 jersey, Dempsey. That's 11-7 in favour of Carlton. Gill's back on the field. Frank Baker still serving his term in the sin bin. About 4 minutes of play remaining in the first half. Showgrounds to attempt the conversion of this try.
The girls' game.
Frank Baker should be due to come back on the field any minute. Barbara tries to convert the try. Strong breeze blowing across the goal post. Yes. That's the extra 2 points. 13-7 in favour of Carlton. About 3 minutes left in the first half. Simpson kicks off for West. Taken by Panola. Runs it up over the 25-yard line. Beats one defender. Steps out of another tackle. Pushes off another. Is running sideways though. Eventually rushed to the ground by West centre Peter McFarlane. This is Avensko. Tackled by Simpson and Bartlow. Gill tries to go on his own. This is Sutherland. Frank Baker back on the field for West. About 2 minutes of play left in the first half. This is Avensko on a Gill. Gill kick over the top. Straight to Gordon Wallace. Good take by Gordon Wallace. Tommy O'Landy's in support. He tries to go on his own. Attempted kick by Sawney. Mr. Whalen missed that. This is O'Landy's. On to McFarlane. To Scott. He pulled down about 3 yards inside West territory. Brian McCall is the dummy half. On to Hurley. Out to Simpson. On to Aslett. Big strong run from Laurie Aslett. Still inside West territory though. This is Zebard. On to Baker. Baker takes it up almost to the halfway line. McCall is the dummy half. On to Hurley. To Simpson. That's a McFarlane. McFarlane through. Good ball for Peter McFarlane. Goes on the ball. Steps around Vicky. Runs back into the pack though. He's taken the ball. He's about 15 yards inside Carlton's territory as Hurley moves in the dummy half out to Walker. Walker trying to get an arm free. Pass the ball. Nobody there though. Ball picked up by Sawney for Carlton. About a minute left in the first half. This is Stewart. Z-bar around his legs. Got over the top. Sawney on a Bicky. Out to Gill. Dummy. Gill going on his own. Simpson and Baker the defenders. Not going to finish like getting him on the ground either. This is Sutherland. Goes from dummy half. Pulled down about 2 yards inside Carlton's territory. Davensko on a Bicky. Double round by Davensko. Opposite number Butch McCall pulled him to the ground. Still about a metre inside Carlton's territory. Truscott looking for a runner, nobody real interested. This is Gill, kicks for the line. Straight to Peter Bartlow, beautiful take by Bartlow. Runs the ball up over onto the halfway line. Truscott wrestles him to the ground, right on the halfway line. McCall, dummy half. On a Hurley, on a Long. Long hits the defence hard. The half-time siren goes. Carlton will go into the half-time break leading 13 points to 7. This is the grand final for 1982. Play about to commence in the second half of this, the 1982 grand final between Western Suburbs and Carlton. Score 13-7 in favour of Carlton. See the west side take the field now. Looks like both sides are still intact after half-time. No replacements have been made by either coach yet. Carlton's to kick off. Referee Gomersall rules time on.
Barber to kick off for Carlton. Deep into West Territory. Oh, bad mistake. Carlton's fine touch. They're about 10 metres out from West try line. There's a scrum to form. West halfback Hurley to feed the scrum. Hurley's ball in. It's out Carlton's way as Vicky comes away with it. Pulled down just short of the try line. Boys opposite number Hurley. This is the Vasco, tries to go on his own. Held up by Tommy O'Landis and pushed back. This is Vicky on a gill out to Sawney. Rod Zebar tackles him, unloads back to Stewart. Sawney and Zebar, a bit of an altercation on the back play. Stewart plays the ball back to Gill. Gill to Rowlands, going down the blind. That's only be about 5 yards out from the West try line. This is Gill. Dummy tries to go on his own. Then she wrapped up. 5 tackles gone for Carlton's. Davensko. Ball game by Frank Baker for West. Frank Baker comes up with the ball for West. As Leslie Scott moves to the dummy half. Or Carlton pinched the ban offside. Frank Rowlands, the main offender. Up inside the 5 metres. Simpson to attempt to find touch for West. Simpson on 130 points for the season. Finds touch. Still about 10 metres inside West Territory. Zebar to take the tap. Taps the ball on to McCall. Coming around comes Bartlow. Frank Baker straight up the middle. And over the halfway line. Frank Baker still wide. Outlaw knocked back. Ball knocked on by Carlton's and Frank Baker regains it. The 6 more tackles rules referee Gomersall. On to McCall. Double round by McCall around. That was Zebar. McCall to play the ball. This is Walker. On to Hazlitt going up the blind. Oh, he's lost the ball in the tackle. Dempsey comes up with it for Carlton's, out to Barber. He's eventually tackled by Westlock Rod Zebar. This is the centre Coombs, just up over the halfway line. Ian Long, the defender. Vicky on a Gill, running across field, stops, turns back, straight into Baker, Zebar and Scott. It's Rowlands, up to the halfway line again. About a yard, pulled down about a yard inside West Territory. Zebar and McCall, the defenders. Sutherland, on to Vicky, out to Sawney, on to Dempsey. Dempsey out the top to Barber. Barber's through, back inside to Sawney. Ball's knocked by the West, He comes up with it for West. Slips over, regains his feet, pushes off. He's eventually pulled down. He's about 15 metres inside his own territory. This is Hurley, on to Long. Long takes the ball up hard. Gains a good 5 metres before he's eventually wrestled to the ground. McCall moved into dummy half. Knock on ruled referee Gomersall. Scrum to form. It's about 5 yards inside West Territory. West half Hurley to feed the ball. Score still 13 points to 7 as referee Gomersall awards a free kick to West. Simpson kicks for touch. Good kick too. Gains a good 15 metres. Zebar to take the tap. Taps the ball to McCall, coming around. Double. Hurley comes away with the ball to McFarlane. McFarlane through a big ball up the middle to the second try line. Back to McCall. On to Hurley. Out to Simpson. Simpson sees a bit of an opening to Walker. No. Referee Gomersall has ruled that he didn't ground the ball. He couldn't get the ball down. Referee Gomersall has ruled that West centre Midget Walker was unable to ground the ball. The play will be restarted from a drop kick from between the goalposts. Good break by Simpson. Put Walker through the gap. Panola coming across was just able to stop him from grounding the ball. This is Barber. Drop kicks out, about 10 metres out inside, still inside Carlton's territory as Peter McFarlane catches it. Steps around
Nicely tackled around the legs by the hooker, Davensko. Plays it forward, above the 25-yard line. That's Sutherland all over him. Back to McCall. McCall tries to go from dummy half. McFarlane into dummy half. On to Hurley. Out to Long. Long to Scott. Scott's out of one tackle. Swinging arm over the top by number 10, missed. McCall on to Hurley. Back to Baker up the middle. We're still 20 yards out from the Carlton try line. All the West players running now. Hurley down the blind to Orlandis. Nowhere much for Orlandis to go though. Back to McCall. Play on rules, referee Gomersall. Knock back. There's a fifth tackle though. Ball goes loose. Vicky comes up with it for Carlton's. Good stop then. Good stop then by Wallers. Ball kicked through, picked up by Coombs. Referee's ruled 6 more tackles to Carlton's. Kick through and to play the ball, another 6 tackles. Midget Walker wrestles. They play to the ground and comes up with the ball. Walker comes up with the ball for West. They're about 5 yards out from the Carlton try line. Ian Long on a Hurley. Long pass out to Simpson. To McFarlane. Tackle by Geiger, keeps him out. This is Ebar charging the line. Can't get the ball down. Held up over the line, ruled referee Gomersall. Said he had his foot over the line, he's signalling. Clear signal from referee Gomersall, said he was over the line and held up. Scrum to form, 5 yards out from the Carlton try line. It'll be Bicky to feed the ball for Carlton's. Bicky's ball in. It's out Carlton's way. Zebar immediately pounces on him. Davensko from dummy half. Zebar again the defender. Scotty to make sure. This is Sawney. Out to Geiger. Good tackle by Bartlow. Not quite into touch. The crowd thinks he was in touch. This is Stewart. Back to Davensko on a Gill. Gill kicks over the top. Tommy Orlandis is well in position though. Straight into his arms. Runs it up, confronted by Gill. Straight up over the halfway line, where he's eventually pulled down about a yard inside Carlton's territory. Bartlow into dummy half. Goes from dummy half on his own. Gains the 5 metres. Takes the ball up. About 11 metres inside Carlton territory. McCall on to Hurley to Simpson. Is Long. Long hits the line hard. He eventually pulled down. Play the ball back to Scott. Scott does it back inside to McCall. McCall plays the ball back to Baker. On to Hurley. Little kick over the top by Simpson. Bounces. Carlton's come up with the ball. Charlie Bicky their halfback. This is Panola the fullback. Long and Scott the defenders. Bicky. On to Gill. Long pass out to Truscott. And Barber's knocked the ball on. Truscott threw a long pass to Barber. He's knocked the ball on. Scrum to form. About 23 metres out from the Carlton try line. Bicky feeds the scrum. It's out Carlton's way again. Bicky makes a break up the side of the scrum. Simpson and Zebar's got his measure. He's still about 12 metres inside Carlton's territory. This is Sawney. Simpson very slow to get up off the ground. Sorry, Zebar again. As Carlton's lose the ball. Zebar very slow to get up off the ground. This is Sawney. That was Geiger. Davensko out to Stewart. Confronted by the West front row. Baker and Scott put him to ground. Gill goes on his own, will kick. Kicks for the line, or over the top of Peter Bartlow's head. Gill finds touch. He's about 30 yards out from the West try line, where a scrum will be formed. Scores 13-7 in favour of Carlton's. There's about 12 minutes of play gone. Hurley to feed the ball for West.
West ball in. One by West. Hurley comes up with it for West. Plays it back to Z-Bar. This is Bartlow, the winger, rucking the ball up. It's a good run from Bartlow. Still about 5 yards inside Carlton's territory, inside West territory. Back to McCall. McCall to Baker. Baker straight up the middle. Back to Hurley. On to Simpson. Double round by Hurley. To long run and straight. He takes it up over the halfway line. That's a good run. Still going. They can't put him on the ground. He pulled down about 8 yards inside Carlton's territory as McCall comes away from dummy half onto Hurley. To Simpson. Out to Walker. Walker tackled around the bootlaces by Coombs. Plays it back to Simpson. On to Hurley. Little kick through by Hurley. Tries to regain. The ball on though. Vicky comes up with it for West, for Carlton's. He's about 23 metres out from the Carlton try line. This is Abensko. Wrestled the ground by Hurley. Back to Coombs. He's trying to ruck it up. Hurley again, the defender. Big Butch Sutherland. He'll go from dummy half. And round his legs goes Golly Aslett. This is Gill out to Rowlands. On a Sawney. Back to Rowlands. It's Penola up in the back line again. Big and fast. He's one defender. Still going. So now he's got him rounded up. Front four, one defender. Still going. Finishing to cover the fence in Peter McCarlton and Brian McCall. Push him in a touch. No try rules. The referee signal from the linesman was that he was in touch. Took the corner flag before he's able to ground the ball. So that is out. West to take the tap. West to take the tap on the 25. Hurley taps it to Long, going hard. He's about 30 metres out from the West try line. Walker into dummy half onto Hurley. Out to Aslett. Back to Gordon Wallers. Z-Bar into dummy half. To Hurley. To Simpson. To Scott running straight. McCall dummy half. On a Baker. Baker takes it up hard. Good defence from Carlton's put him down. Hurley into dummy half. On to Simpson. Simpson, little kick over the top. Straight to Bicky. Bicky takes up over the half line. Beats two defenders. Peter McFarlane eventually wrestles him to the ground. He's about 5 yards inside West territory. McFarlane kicks the ball to play the ball. Dempsey comes up with it for Carlton though. Straight up the middle. Straight into Ian Long. Round the legs, Les Scott. This is Sawney. Out to Stewart. On to Rawlins. Out to Gill standing wide. Midget Walker around his legs. Unloads to Butch Sutherland. Scott and McCall the defenders. Sorry, Baker and McCall. This is Sawney. Over the top to Rawlins. Free kick to West. Forward pass rule referee Gomersall. Free kick to West. Forward pass from second row Rawlins to his winger Barber. 20 minutes of play gone. Sorry, 15 minutes of play gone, and this is the second half. Simpson finds touch for West. Good kick. Gains a good 30 yards. Tap to be taken by McCall right on the halfway line. McCall taps the ball to Aslett. Good tackle by Gill, puts him to the ground. Gomersall in to make sure there's no trouble. Back to McCall, double round Hurley. Straightens up. Carlton's defence holds though. This is Hurley at dummy half on to Simpson. Back to Scott. Up. Back to McCall. McCall gains another 3 yards before he's pulled down. Hurley into dummy half. Wants a quick play of the ball. Out to Simpson. On to Walker. Walker's putting on the pace. Can't get round Sutherland and Rawlins though. Z-Bar's into dummy half. Back to Simpson. Shapes the kick. Then passes the ball to Long. Long to Hurley. Ball knocked on. Carlton's come up with it. And they'll lock forward Truscott. Plays it back to Sutherland. Goes from dummy half. Frank Baker's got his number. This is Barber into dummy half. On to Gill. Will kick. Gill kicks. Peter Bartlow waiting for it. Knocks it back. Picks the ball up. Runs it up over the halfway line. Confronted by both centres. Beats them both. Boys eventually wrestled to the ground by Sawney, the 5'8". About 12 metres inside Carlton's territory. McFarlane at dummy half. On to Simpson. Close pass to Scott. This is McFarlane at dummy half. On to Hurley. On to Simpson. On to Long. Again the Carlton defence holds. One Carlton player down, Sawney it is. As Long plays the ball back to McCall to Baker. Baker tries to take it up. Good run from the front rower. This is back to McCall. On to Hurley. On to Simpson. On to O'Landy's up in the back line. Plenty of red jumpers there. 5 tackles gone for West.
Get him onside.
Seabar dummy half to Hurley to Scott. Scott to McFarlane. McFarlane steps around 2 defenders. Still going well. Long pass out. Ball to Wallace. Good work by Peter McFarlane. Receives the ball. Standing still. Nowhere to go. Made the break. Caught the move and it's broken down. He was tackled, passed the ball as he was going to the ground. Was a long pass over the midget Walker's head. Was gathered by Wallers, no one in front of him, and Wallers won the sprint to the line. That makes the scores Carlton's 13 and West 10. West are about to make a replacement. And Leslie Scott comes off for West. Had a top season, Les Scott. Came through the undergrades with West. Made the A grade this year. Been playing top football. Top effort again today. Will be replaced by number 15. Will be Glenn Hogan. Simpson moves in to try and add the extra 2. Very strong breeze blowing here today. Is behind him. It's a good looking kick. Waved away though. Across the face of the goal mouth. Waved away to score. Still 13 points to 10 in favour of Carlton's. Glenn Hogan about to go on for West. Carlton's kick off in Barber. Down to Hurley. On to Bartlow. Bartlow takes a tackle on the 25-yard line in West Territory. Hurley into dummy half. Here's Hogan straight into the action. Hogan takes the ball up, steps down to one tackle and gives Truscott the no nonsense with the palm off. Plays the ball back. That's McCall. On to Hurley. At the Simpson, back inside to Long. Long's lost the ball. Stewart comes up with it for Carlton's. Simpson and Baker the defenders, right on the 25-yard line in West Territory. Gill into dummy half, signalling the blind, so he will go the open. Tries a drop kick. No goal rules, referee Gomersall. Attempted field goal. West to take the tap on the 25-yard line. McCall taps the ball, gives it to Long. Long hits the defence hard. Gains a good 12 metres. Ball loose on the ground. Hazlitt comes up with it for West. Knock on rules, referee Gomersall. It's a scrum to form. They're right on the 25-yard line in West Territory. West halfback Hurley to feed the scrum. Comes straight out. Hogan has gone into loose head. Comes out West way. Hurley comes away with it for West. Steps around. Bicky. Picked up by the cover defence in Stewart, though. Zibar into dummy half. Back to Simpson, I feel. No, it's on to Frank Baker, coming the blind. Good run from Frank Baker. Under a cloud today, Frank Baker. Was injured last week. Sure, this is a guts effort by him today. This is Hogan taking the ball up. Back to Zibar, backing up. Wrapped up by Davensko. Plays it back to McCall. On to Hogan again. Front row Hogan doing what he was sent on there for. Fresh man. This is Simpson. On to McFarlane. Swings around. 5 tackles going for West. Simpson with the ball for West. Kick for the line. Good kick. Fine touch. Good kick by Simpson. That gained a good 20 metres. Oh. The scrum to form is about 15 metres inside Carlton territory. Carlton half Bicky to feed the scrum. Referee Gomersall having a good close look at it. Ball's in, it's out West way. Hurley comes away for West to Simpson, double around by Hurley, out to Walker. Walker tries to beat the defence. Pulled down by Dempsey and Coombs. We'll play it back to McFarlane if Dempsey ever gets off him. Back to McFarlane. McFarlane from dummy half up the middle of the ruck. Beats one defender. Oh, intercepted by Barber. Boys don't want to get on him. He's fast. Kicks the ball back in field. Well covered by Gordon Simpson though. Beats Barber. Beats Vicky. Up over the 25-yard line. Good run by Simpson. Good run by Simpson. Back inside to O'Landys. O'Landys is pulled down. He's about 1 yard inside West Territory. Back to Zibar. On to Baker. Baker to take the centre. Beats one defender. Pushes off another. Back to O'Landys. Backing up. O'Landys is dumped on his back right on the 10-metre line in Carlton territory. McCall in the dummy half. On to Hurley. On to Long. Long takes it up. Beats 2 defenders. That's a good strong run from Long, but he loses the ball in the tackle. Hurley pounced on that O'Landys pounced on that Carlton defender. There's only about 17 minutes left in this, the grand final. Carlton tried to take the ball up in their second rower, Saunders. This is Lindsay Gill. He's about 12 yards inside his own territory. Back to Saunders. On to Rawlins. Dummies. He's up the middle. Good tackle by Long round his legs. Hurley over the top. Right on the halfway line. Just inside Carlton's territory. This is Sutherland on to Sawney. Carlton's have run on a replacement. This is Coombs with the ball. Carlton's have made a replacement and Law has come on. Sawney passes the ball out to Bicky. On to Gill. At Davensko, he's dropped the ball. Baker will come up with the ball for West. Baker has the ball. Good work by Frank Baker. This is Long at dummy half. On to Hogan again. Another good strong run from Glenn Hogan. Lost the ball in the tackle. Dempsey's pinched it off him. Ball loose out to Barber. Rod Zibar right across in cover defence and pushes him into touch. That was good cover defence from Westlock. West trying to make another change. West are trying to make a change. Darcy Matthews about to go on. I think Roddy Zibar may be coming off for West. West win this scrum. That's Walters. Back to McCall. On to Hurley. Long pass out to Walker. Walker's held. Can't unload. Darcy Matthews wearing number 14 Guernsey goes on to replace Rod Zibar. Had a good game today, Rod Zibar. Top tackling game. That's what he's noted for. There's a good run by Aslett. Unloads to Matthews, who takes it up over the halfway line. Plays it back to Bartlow. On to Hurley to Simpson. Simpson to McCall. McCall wrestled the ground by his opposite number. A bit of help from Stewart. This is Baker. One-handed pass back to McFarlane. This is back to McFarlane. Peter Bell doesn't believe him. That was top work by West Centre Peter McFarlane. Charlie Pickey just managed to get the foot to it before he could ground the ball. Good break by McFarlane and good thinking. Little chip over the top and then the toe ahead. And hope you can beat the defence to the ball. Carlton to resume play. Drop out, Barber to drop out from between the posts. There's about 14 minutes left in this, the grand final for 1982. Barber's drop kick high, spiralling. McFarlane's underneath it. Up over the 25-yard line. Still going. McFarlane's down, tackled by Truscott. Plays it back to McCall at dummy half. Onu. This is Aslett. This is a good run from Aslett. Back to Matthews. No, sorry, that's the other replacement. That's Hogan. Back to McCall. On to Hurley, looking for support. That's a Walker, long pass to Walker. Walker back inside to Landy. Landy stepping round. Can't get through the defence though. This is Hurley. On a long takes it up. Good hard running at the line. That makes the score 13-2. That was good work by Ian Long, a well-deserved try. Been hitting the line hard all day. Matter of fact, all season. Run straight and hard. 13 all. About 11 minutes of play left. It's Gordon Simpson. Bears to add another 2 points for West. Gordon Simpson, equal top point scorer for the season on 130 points. Him and Ken Barber, Carlton's winger, both on 130 points. West in a little bit of a huddle in the middle of the ground. Graham Hurley trying to make sure that they remain calm. Excitement building here in the grandstand. Cheer girls on their feet, they'll do an active Simo kicks this one.
Where's Jack Webster?
Missed it. Bad luck. Missed it. One Carlton player injured behind play. Was injured in that tackle on Ian Long. Bad luck, Gordon Simpson. Happens that way. She's 13 all. There's 11 minutes to go. The grand final as Barber kicks off for Carlton. Graham Hurley right underneath it. Unloads again to Bartlow. Bartlow round one defender again. Right on the 25-yard line. In West Territory. Hurley into dummy half. On to Matthews, a fresh man. Try and unload. Landis brings the ball up. He's about a yard inside his own half. This is Bartlow. Oh, look, Carlton players offside, scream the spectators. Walters comes up with the ball. He stands Gill up. No, Gill comes back and tackles him. He took the ball up. He's about 12 yards inside Carlton's territory. Gets up, plays the ball back. Graham Walker. Walters on to Walter again. Again, he beats one defender. We'll call it dummy half to Hurley. Close pass to Matthews. He takes them putting to the ground. This is the man expecting to break the line. 5 tackles gone as McCall passes to Hurley. Simpson attempted field goal. Waved away. Attempted field goal by Simpson, waved away. Carlton stepped the ball in Gill. Out to Stewart, the second rower.
Right, thank you.
On the 25-yard line. This is Law. Pretty good hard defence, the 2 freshmen, Hogan and Matthews. This is Rollins, going the blind. Unloads out to Kern. Nicely tackled by Bartlow. Ian Long there again in defence. This is Geiger, doubles around Rawlins. He's tackled about 5 yards inside West Territory. Plays the ball back to Bicky. On to Stewart. Stewart props. Plenty of defence there. Baker across in a good covering ball and all tackle. 5 tackles gone for the Devils. Back to Gill. Gill kicks for touch. Bartlett right behind it. Gathers it for West. Tries to step round Sawney. Stays in touch. Carl's going to make another replacement. Barlow plays the ball back to McFarlane. McFarlane takes it up. Big Butch Sutherland all over him though. Wraps him up ball and all. 9 minutes left in this, the grand final, as McCall passes to Hurley. On to Simpson, on to Long again. They're going to use this boy. He's broken through again. Stands in the tackle. Back to Peter McFarlane. Peter McFarlane up to the halfway line. Wrestled the ground by Bicky. Back to Hurley. On to Baker. Baker takes it up. He's pulled down. He's about 8 yards inside Carlton's territory. Matthews. Back to Aslett. Aslett's up. He's about 12 yards. It's still inside Carlton territory. Bartlow into dummy half. Bartlow to Hurley. On to McCall. Out to Simpson. On to Walker. Good defence by Carlton's. Centre Coombs pulls Walker down. Scrum to form. Centre field is about 3 yards inside Carlton territory. 13 all the score. About 7 minutes of play remaining. Barber to feed the ball. Barber's ball in. Out Westway. Hurley. He's still on the sideline. But Bicky comes across and covered a fence and wraps him up. Hurley into dummy half. On to Matthews. Matthews up the middle. That's a good run. He's pulled down. He's about 20 yards short of the try line. Back to McCall. On to Hurley. Back to Long. Ian Long having a tough game here today. McCall into dummy half. On to Feldberger. Feldberger charges the line. He's pulled down. He must be only a yard short. This is McCall at dummy half. On to Hurley. Out to Simpson. On to Landis. Landis stopped. He's to the front. Back to McCall. And goes at the ball, Longy. Longy falls back on the ball. 5 tackles gone. This is Matthews. Out to McCall. Stumbles. Back to Matthews. On to Simpson. Hang on to it, Simo. Over to Walker. Walker trying to bust through. That's it, pulled down by Sawney. Sawney punching him on the ground. Richard Walker taking none of his nonsense either. Linesman in. Just says cut it out, fellas. Scrum to form. Got to be 15 metres from the Carlton try line. Ball in. One ball. Straight out rules, referee Gomersall. Well, he was away then. Tommy Fisher warming up for West on the sideline. Tommy Fisher wearing number 16 Guernsey. Scrum packs. Out West. Whoa, look. Straight out again, rules referee Gomersall. He's going to move the scrum across infield. There's only 5 minutes of play left. Out Carlton's way. Barber comes up with it for Carlton. Back to Dempsey. West have got to keep him down here. Ball through. Barber picks it up. Back inside to the new player, Bishop. Almost the 25-yard line. Hurley, he's the defender. Back to Sawney. Straight into Hogan and Baker. Davensko. That's Bicky. On to Sutherland. Darcy Matthews right round his legs. Frank Baker limping. There's been a guts effort by Frank Baker here today. Was injured last week. Lucky to even take the field. Frank Baker comes off for West. Tommy. Yes, Tommy Fisher will go on wearing number 16 Guernsey. It's been a top effort by Frank Baker. One of the heroes of the Western Suburbs side. Received a back injury last week. Lucky to even take the field today. West come up with the ball. That was Wallace. On to Simpson. It's no Landis. High tackle by Sawney. High tackle by Sawney. Head high tackle rule. Referee Gomersall. Free kick. Simpson takes a quick free kick. On to Long again. Long's having a butler today. This is Tommy Fisher, straight in the dummy half. Fisher takes it up. McCall on to Hurley. Out to Simpson. On to Matthews. Matthews props. Nowhere to go back inside. Tommy O'Landis is all right, back on his feet again. Plays the ball back to McCall. To Hurley. This is Aslett. Another top game from Laurie Aslett today. Ian Long down in back play, receiving attention now. McCall into dummy half. On to Hurley. Out to Hogan. Ho takes it up. Back to Fisher. Good banging up, Fisher. Fisher's pulled down. He's about 20 metres out from the Carlton try line. Back to McCall. Back to McFarlane. On to Hurley. Back to Matthews. Out to Walker. Walker's wrapped up ball and all by Coombs right on the 25-yard line in Carlton territory. Scrum to form for the sixth tackle. Long's okay. He's on his feet. He'll back into this scrum. Tommy Fisher into second row. Darcy Matthews into lock. Ball won by Carlton. This is Stewart, wrapped up by Hurley. Get back on side, West. This is Sutherland. Lost the ball in that tackle. Lost the ball in that tackle. Scrum ruled, referee Gomersall. Good work, Butch McCall. There's about a minute and a half of play left. 13 off. Could cause an extra 5 minutes. West going to run on their extra replacement. See John Burns warming up on the sideline, wearing number 17. All these replacements have been honest performers for West A graders this year. Carlton's win the scrum. Carlton's also have used their, that's Sawney. Mr. Bensko, the hooker. Matthews round his legs. Laurie Aslett's still in there going hard. This is Rawlins. Ball loose, knocked on. No, bad blue, Mr. Gomersall. Bishop plays the ball back to Sawney. Out to the other Sawney. On to Gill. Out to Law. Tackled by Simpson right on the halfway line. Plays the ball back to Stewart. Tries to go from dummy half. Coombs comes up. Unloads back to Stewart. Ball loose on the ground. Picked up by Coombs again. Ball loose on the ground. Peter McFarlane comes up with the ball. Knock on both sides, rule referee Gomersall. There wouldn't be a minute left. This is the grand final. As the scrum forms. It's about 30 metres out from the west try line. West ball. Gordon Wallace. Good run from Gordon Wallace. Takes the ball up. About 15 metres inside his own territory. Early to dummy half. On to Darcy Matthews. Darcy Matthews, boy, against spin a line. Back to McCall. The never tiring hooker backing up all day. This is Simpson. On to Long again. Beats two defenders again. There's the ball support. Support and Hurley. Oh. Good work by Long and Hurley. This is Simpson. On to Matthews. Pouring onto the ball. He's pulled down. He's about 26 yards out from the Carlton try line. This is Walker to Simpson. Simpson trying the field goal. Waved away. Waved away by referee Gomersall. Carlton player hurt on the ground. Mr. Bensko, the hooker, he's up. He's okay. Linesman on. Referee's ruled timeout. Another Carlton player down. Looks like it's spell time for Carlton. Sawney has been reported, I think. Oh, he may be the captain. I think Sawney has taken over as captain today in place of Willie, who was injured last time Western Carlton placed in the semi-finals. There's been alterations made to the clock. I don't know if this is the extra 5 minutes each way, if it has in fact gone full time. Yes, referee Gomersall rules full time. 13 all in the grand final at full time. Now comes the hard part. Swap ends. 10 minutes each way. Referee Gomersall having a yarn to both sides in the middle of the field. Both sides use plenty of replacements. Players like Long, Aslett, McCall. Starting to tire. You've been hard working them forwards there today. Simpson about to kick off. The extra 10 minutes each way. Simpson kicks off for Wests. Ball goes deep down to Carlton. Knock on by Bishop. Knock on. Come off his arms, said Gomersall. Good clear signals. Did hit your arms, he said. That's a scrum to form. They're about 20 yards out from the Carlton try line. Ball out, picked up by Carlton. Geiger comes up with it for Carlton. Back to Sawney. This is Davensko, on a Gill. Out to Sawney, the 5'8". On a Law. Simo hangs on. This is Bishop. Back to Sawney, on a Gill, out to Rylance. On a Coombs. Oh, good driving tackle. Oh, picked up by Bush McCall. Beating defenders everywhere. Good work by Brian McCall. Good work, first of all, by Gordon Simpson. Pushed him into touch, threw the ball back inside. Brian McCall coming across in cover defence, picked up the loose ball. Here's Brian McCall charging the line for West. John Burns warming up on the sideline. West are going to make another replacement. McCall. Plays the ball back to Walters. On to Hurley, out to McFarlane. To Tommy O'Landis. He's beaten defenders everywhere. Back inside to McFarlane. Peter McFarlane scores right between the posts for West. Good play. Good play. This is when the pressure's going to tell. Going out 16-13 in the extra 10 minutes each way. Carlton's kick off. West take the ball up in Laurie Aslett. Plays it back to Brian McCall. On to the new player, John Burns. Brian McCall back in the dummy half. On to Hurley. Out to Long. Long hits the defence hard again. McCall back in the dummy half. Looking for Matthews. Matthews takes the ball up. Good defence by Carlton though. This is McCall from dummy half. Beats one defender, back into Matthews. Matthews up to the halfway line. Matthews pulled down, he's about 2 yards inside Carlton's half. Back to Fern. On to Hurley. Out to Simpson. On to McFarlane. McFarlane dropped the ball. Picked up by Walker. Knock on rules, referee Gomersall. What's happening? Quality coming or what? No? Keep going, mate. Keep going. Up here. Down there. Scrum defines about 2 yards inside West Territory. Straight out ruled referee Gomersall. Free kick to Carlton. Put across in the scrum. Free kick to Carlton. Right on the halfway line. Just barely inside West Territory. Gill down receiving attention for Carlton as Rawlins tries to find touch. The high kick. Finds touch. He's a good 30 metres out from the west try line. This is Geiger. Takes the ball up on his own. Up to the 25-yard line. Back to Davensko. Goes on his own. Burns round his legs. Laurie Aslett over the top. Sorry, Ian Long. This is Sawney onto his brother. Out to Gill. On to Coon. Turns the centre gap. Tommy O'Landy's. Good tackle. Tommy O'Landy's right round his bootlaces. There's about 4 minutes left. And this is the first session of the 10 minutes each way extra time. As Gill kicks the ball across. And Walters picks it up for West. He's bundled in the touch. He's about 20 yards out from his own try line. Good work by Walters. The scrum to form. What have we lost? A lot, have we? Yeah. This one too? No. Oh, we'll carry on with it, eh? Yeah, bud. West win the ball. O'Landis comes away with it. Ball knocked loose. Linesman's on. Linesman's on. Rawlins the offender. Linesman's on it too. He caught the punch in the tackle. Clearly indicating. Punch in the tackle by Rawlins. On O'Landis. O'Landis one of the danger men on the west side. Comes up into that back line. Come in for a lot of treatment today. This is the second time he's been down for a head-eye tackle. Referee Gomersall speaking to Rawlins. He's letting him get away with it. He's letting him get away with it. Calling the ambulance on for Tommy O'Landis. Throws time out and calls the ambulance on. He's letting Rawlins go with that one. It's be a bad blow for West. Tommy O'Landis being helped from the field. In serious trouble by the look of it. Holding on to his head as the ambulance man looks at him. Simpson finds touch for West. He's about 8 yards inside West Territory still. Score 18-13. There's about 3 minutes left in this half. That's a good run from Aslett again. Back to McCall. On to Hurley. Back to Simpson. On along. Burns into dummy half. Goes on his own. Pull the ground in an arm sling. 3 yards inside West Territory. Matthews on to Hurley. To Simpson. Back to McFarlane. Nowhere to go for McFarlane. He's pulled down. He's about 11 yards inside West Territory still. John Burns moves into dummy half. West officials showing a lot of concern for Tommy Islandis. As Darcy Matthews passes back to the ever backing up Brian McCall. Tommy Fisher into dummy half. On to Hurley. Hurley out to Bartlow. Bartlow trying to get round his opposite number. Good tackle by the Carlton winger Barber though. Pulls him down.
He's going back on again.
Tommy Islandis has taken the field. Big cheer from the crowd. Big cheer from the crowd as Tommy Islandis takes the field for West again. With a scrum to form. About 20 yards out from the Carlton try line. Carlton halfback Vicky comes up with the ball. Plays it back to Levensko. Goes from dummy half. Hurley and Simo wrestle into the ground. Play the ball back to Sawney. On to Bishop. Burns and Long, the defenders. Ian Long getting cramps. Had a big game today. Carlton take the ball up. And they bundle into touch. Peter Bartlow bundled his opposite number, Barber, into touch. Ian Long down with cramps. As referee Gomersall rules the scrum. About on the 10-metre line inside Carlton territory. Vicky to feed the ball for Carlton. Out Carlton's way. Sawney comes up with it. Plays it back to Stewart. Fisher the defender. Good break by Carlton. This is Bishop. Ducks underneath. Oh, what a beautiful tackle from Darcy Matthews. This is Sawney. Goes up the middle, up to the 25-yard line. Brian McCall right round his bootlaces. Right on the 25-yard line. This is Law back to Vicky. Out to Novensko. Right underneath him goes Aslett. Fisher over the top. This is Rawlins. Tommy Islandis takes the ball beautifully. Good take by Tommy Islandis. This is Graham Walker rucking the ball up. There's only seconds left in the first 10 minutes. There's only 10 minutes of football left if West can hang on to this lead. As Biden Walters rucks the ball up for West, goes it back to John Burns. Sawney tried to hit Burnsy. This is Darcy Matthews again. Straightens up almost to the halfway line. Burns into dummy half. That's the half-time siren in the extra 10 minutes. Players will swap ends again. Be 10 minutes each way. This grand final in the A grade has certainly proved to be a bottler. What with the big promotional thing by Crokers at the beginning, and now to see the game go into extra 10 minutes each way. Crokers Tigers leading 18-13. 10 more minutes of football left if they can hold that lead.
Stay off, Tony, for all the good you are, mate.
Carlton's going to make another replacement. Kicks the ball deep. Goes over the dead ball line. West will have the tap on the 25-yard line. Trying to get out of your road, Colt. The other mic's out of it. I've got to talk to this one.
Hey, there's your voice going, Jim. Mine's gone.
Hey, mine too, mate. West will take the tap on the 25-yard line. McCall taps it, gives it to Long. Straight up into the fence again. No wonder he's got cramps. This is McCall in at dummy half. On to Hurley. Out to Simpson. This is Aslett. Back to Tommy Fisher. On to Gordon Walters. Burns into dummy half. Goes from dummy half on his own. Gains the 5 metres. Dumped heavily by the Carlton defence though. Trying to get up quick to play the ball. McCall into dummy half. On to Hurley. Back to Simo. Out to Walker. On to McFarlane. McFarlane's into the boom. Walker moves into dummy half. On to Matthews. Matthews unloads to McCall. McCall comes back again. Hit high tackle on McCall. He ducks under it though. 5 tackles gone for the Tigers. McCall played the ball back to Hurley. Hurley on to Aslett again. Good run from Laurie Aslett. That's a good run from Mr. Gilroy at the end of the game. Like this is the unload back to Darcy Matthews. That was a big effort from Laurie Aslett. He's had 90 minutes of football here today. Be able to produce something like that. There's a scrum to form. About 20 yards out from the Carlton try line. Carlton backs up flat. Big push from West End. He comes up with the ball. Referee Gomersall rule that the ball comes straight out. Big push from West. Ball in. Early kicks it through. Carlton's come up with the ball. Bishop in the dummy half for Carlton's. Early right round his legs. Longy's still battling on over the top. Bishop plays it forward. Which McCall round his legs. Another top performer today. Ian Long's still got the cramps. This is Corrigan, replacement player for Carlton. Pushes off one defender. Simo wraps him up. Ball! Throws the ball loose. Carlton's come up with the ball. Should be a knock on. I think if Carlton's come up with a forward pass or something. Play on, he said. West, ball. West come up with the ball. West come up with the ball. It's Peter McFarlane. Back to Bartlow. Bartlow from dummy half. Good work, West. 7 minutes to go and this is the grand final. West can hang on for 7 minutes. They've got it. This is McCall on to Hurley. Out to, that's Darcy Matthews. Graham Walker from dummy half. Looking for support. Finds it in Tommy O'Landy's. Tackle right on the 25-yard line. Quick play the ball back to Graham Walker. From dummy half again. Long pass out to Burns. Misses. Back to McFarlane. McFarlane wrapped up by Law. Back to Burns. Burns from dummy half. West have got 6 minutes to go.
Come on, I'm going to sit in the car.
Last tackle rule, referee Gomersall. That's the last tackle. Scrum to form in centre field. About 30 metres out from the Carlton try line. This is Sawney to put the ball in for Carlton. Run by West. Hurley on to Simpson. Simpson up close to the ruck. Cover defence wraps him up. Brian McCall back into dummy half. On to Hurley. Back to Bartlow. Bartlow up the middle. This is a trait these West wingers have. They don't mind a bit of hard work. I'll take it up to them.
5 minutes.
5 minutes of play left in this the grand final. Back to McCall. On to Hurley. On to Long. He's still going. There's no stopping him. Long's pulled down. He's about 15 metres short of the try line. Burns into dummy half. Goes from dummy half. It's Tommy Fisher. Almost there. Tommy Fisher it was. Back to Long. On to Hurley. Out to Golly Aslett. Takes the tackle. Last tackle. Five tackles gone. Back to McCall at dummy half. On to Simpson. Simpson's attempted field goal. It's waved away. It's waved away. Carlton to restart play on the 25-yard line with a tap. Looks like Gill will tap the ball. About 4.5 minutes left. He taps the ball, then tries to kick the touch, and does. Right on the full. Out on the full. When you're hot, you're hot. When you're not, you're not. Scrum to form, right on the 25-yard line. In Carlton's territory. Sawney to put the ball in for Carlton's. Crowd starting to leave. They reckon it's over. They reckon Kroger's Tigers have got it sewn up. Not so, though. Free kick to Carlton. Quick tap. Long in there defending again. That was Sawney for Carlton. Back to Gill. On to Sawney, the 5'8". Out to Bishop. Good tackle by Simpson. Ball and all. 4 minutes to go. This is Law. On to Sawney. On to Stewart. Out to Corrigan. On to Coombs. There's a gap there for Coombs. Closes very smartly. Both wingers across. Walters and Bartlow. This is Corrigan. On to Gill. On to Sawney. Sawney to Bishop. Back to Law. Ball and all tackled by Peter McFarlane. Wraps him up. 3 minutes to go. This is Bishop. That's Gill. Double round by Bishop. Corrigan. Ball and all. Long he takes him. Oh. Elbow for Darcy Matthews. This is Stewart. Good ball and all tackle by Butch McCall.
I think they run into each other, Jim.
Darcy Matthews got a whack in the face then. He's okay though. He will pack into lock. Tension building here. This crowd will go wild if Crocus Tigers pull this one off. Been a long drought since 1969. West have only won 2 premierships, 63 and 69. Here's Tommy Fisher, comes away with the ball for West. This is Burns. He's locking up play. Play it safe. That would be Hurley's instructions, I'm sure. This is Simpson. On to Darcy Matthews. He's okay. Tries to beat Coombs, but he's pulled to the ground. McFarlane. On to Golly Aslett. He's still going. That'd be 2.5 minutes to go, I'd reckon. As Aslett gets up very slowly. Should been a big day for Golly. Plays it back to McFarlane. On to Matthews. Matthews up the middle of the ruck. West have used their 4 replacements. This is Burns into dummy half. On to Hurley. On to Simpson. Simpson dummies, he's up the middle. Gordon Simpson up the middle. Kick up over the top. High in the air. Tigers underneath it. Tiger takes it. Simpson over the top. West have got to keep him down here for 6 now. Keep him down this end. This is Sawney. Simpson. Round his legs. On to Bishop. Straight into Butch McCall. Tommy Fisher in there to make sure.
About a minute to go, Jim.
There's about a minute left and this is the grand final. This is Corrigan. On to Sawney, the replacement. Out to Gill standing wide. On to Barber. Hurley's across. The ball's gone loose everywhere and it's gone into touch. It's gone into touch. Referee Gomersall will pack the last scrum for the game. There's got to be less than a minute of play left. Got to be less than a minute. West win this scrum. She shut the gate. Crowd can sense it in the grandstand. They're going mad. Won by Carlton. West have got to keep them here. Wingers drop back deep for the kick over. Bishop. On to Sawney, the replacement. Simo right round his legs. Peter McFarlane wraps up the ball and forces him to knock it on. I did make a mistake. Referee Gomersall will pack the last scrum this time for the game. Hooter's due to go. I'd reckon about half a minute of play left. Sawney will put the ball in for Carlton. One more left. Carlton comes right over West. Out to Simpson. Lock it up, West. Hang on to the ball. That's all you got to do, and you got this one. 82, the year of the Tiger. This is Matthews. On to Tommy Fisher. He wants a part of the glory. Up the middle he goes. Ball wrenched loose though in the tackle. This is Stewart. Plenty of defence there, both centres.
Well, it's got to blow shortly.
Siren's got to go any second. This is Sawney, the replacement. Trying to step around. Out to Laws. Hurley across the fend, and he knows the appointment. There's the final score. Good work from Western Suburbs. Western Suburbs take out the 1982 grand final in the A grade and in the under-19s. What a top day for the Tigers. Tigers haven't won a grand final since 1969. The next one was 1963. Western Suburbs were formed in 1961 and took out their first grand final 2 years later. Then in 1969 another grand final, and now in 1982 as we see Graham Hurley drinking the champagne. But what a top game of football, what a top game of football. This will be a game that will be talked about for years. First of all, what about the big display that Crocus put on? Haven't they backed the Tigers this year? And haven't they got results?
Haven't they got results? Two grand finals, one in the A grade and one in the under-19s. What a top performance from the Tigers. Serena taking out the other two grand finals in the under-17s and the under-19s, making it an all-country grand final here at the Mackay Showgrounds. 1982, the year of the Tiger.
What?
Yeah.